Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our online orientation on PRASHAST app new version. You are watching us live on PMeVIDYA channels 1 to 12, on PMeVIDYA ISL channel number 31. We are also streaming live on our YouTube handle NCERT Official and YouTube handle NCERT Events. Well, by now you all are familiar what we are talking about in this very special online orientation program. PRASHAST app has been revamped. We are talking about its new and updated features. We are also talking about certain problems that the stakeholders or users are facing. We are also talking about its interface and we are giving a demonstration of the same as well. So every day, since Monday, we are having participants in terms of states who are getting associated with us and sending their queries and of course taking resolutions also. Today also we have a particular target audience, and by that I mean states and union territories that have joined us for last day of this online orientation program. So let me tell you who all has joined us. Today we have with us Goa, Maharashtra, Lakshadweep, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Kerala, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and lastly Daman and Diu. So I welcome all the participant states here, and I request all the people who are watching us and want to send us queries, first of all, do not mark your agendas. Please ask relevant questions. Secondly, let's focus on the problem, especially special educators are facing a lot of problems because yesterday also we got so many queries related to the same. So ask as many questions you want. You can also give us a call and email us. Now let me tell you about the all platforms through which you can reach out to us for the support. Please take down our phone number, which is 8800440559. We also have a dedicated email ID for you, that is prashast.helpdesk@cert.nic.in. And lastly, on our YouTube handle NCERT Official, you can send us your questions, suggestions and feedback. Now it is extremely important that I tell you about the key highlights of this entire journey. So what are we focusing on really? We are talking about login via Meri Pehchaan. Most of the stakeholders are facing problems there. Then we are also giving you hands-on demonstration of updated features. Of course, new features have been included. What are these? How they can be used? And lastly, we are talking about common technical issues and certain resolutions. And let me tell you, it's very important to have good internet connection while you are using the app, because most of the features are disabled or do not appear because the internet connectivity is really low at your end. So make sure that doesn't happen. Now, what exactly PRASHAST is? PRASHAST is an acronym, and if I give you the full form, it is Pre-Assessment Holistic Screening Tool, which is now coming with upgraded features, of course, to give you better support in disability screening. And we all know that RPWD Act has listed and recognized 21 disabilities. Early screening is very important, but why it is important and what role PRASHAST is playing in that, of course, we will tell you about the same through our experts, because we have been joined by our experts here in the studio. Our other experts who will give you the technical support have connected with us online. So let me welcome those who are there in the studio first. We have with us Ms. Hemlatta Rajput, ma'am is Team Lead Diksha PMU, along with Mr. Ranjeet Kumar, QA Manager from Shrigen. Ma'am, sir, namaskar and very warm welcome to the session.
Namaskar.
I would also like to welcome all our technical team members who have joined us online. They'll be giving hands-on demonstration and taking your queries also. And lastly, we are joined by our Indian Sign Language interpreters. Ms. Bhumi and Ms. Naina are there with us. We're starting with Ms. Bhumi, and turn by turn, they will make you understand this entire journey through sign language. Bhumi and Naina, namaskar and very warm welcome to you too. And now let's move ahead in this journey. And first of all, there are many people out there who have joined us today for the very first time. They must know what PRASHAST is, why we are doing this session, what is the relevance of its upgraded version. So let me just start my first question, and I have to ask this from Hemlatta ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, to all those who have joined us today for the first time, maybe they'll be using PRASHAST in the near future.
Yeah.
Please tell them what exactly PRASHAST is all about.
Thank you, Harpreet. PRASHAST is a pre-assessment holistic screening tool, and this is designed for early identification of children with disabilities in an entire school in India. And this screening tool is implemented through application. So PRASHAST is an application which is available for the teachers, principals and special educators. Now, this application was launched in 2022 in the alignment of RPWD Act as well as vision of NEP, equitable and inclusive education for the entire India. Now, we know that this application is very important to screen early identification of the children learning in the school system. So, this is very important tool. Early identification will help you to connect that exactly what happening with our children, and we identify and we work accordingly. Yeah.
Right. So, PRASHAST is very important. That's what we have learned from what you said. But when we already had PRASHAST, why we needed PRASHAST 2.0?
Yes. So, very important that in 2022 we have already launched this application and we are working well, but there are certain things and need at the pan India, because we need data as well as how to handle these situations where the entire pan India situation we can understand as well as monitoring possible. Not only that, previously this is the only on in Android system, now we are launching for the iOS system also, and our planning is to web based, we are going to launch this portal, so that the covering for the entire nation will be available and the mode will be available in the different format. Yeah.
Right. So, that is what PRASHAST 2.0 is offering. And now one more important question is there. We are taking this journey where we are including all the participant states, making them understand the usage, the updated features. What is the relevance of this online orientation program? Why we are doing it actually? Is it really mandatory, necessary, considering the fact that the app has been upgraded?
It is very important because we are launching a new upgrade for the PRASHAST 2.0 in terms of 2.0, and previously teachers and special educator using throughout the India, and whatever the new feature we are adding here, there is a continuous handholding is required because they are facing certain issues, and we as a technical part or academic part, we want to see that exactly what in a field we require to modify further here, and where the modification in terms of modification handholding is needed. So, this session is going to help them on live, and they can ask a different question to us. We will definitely address this question and we are happy to address that question.
Yeah. Absolutely, we are here to help you out, and let me just start with the first question, a common question that has been raised by many viewers of ours during the previous sessions, and that is login via Meri Pehchaan. They're facing a lot of problems via Meri Pehchaan. So, sir, I want to ask you something, that what exactly Meri Pehchaan is this a new feature, and what it's all about, why it is so important, and what are the common errors that can occur while using a PRASHAST app and logging in via Meri Pehchaan?
Okay, sure. So, Meri Pehchaan is a single sign-on service used for the login into the PRASHAST 2.0 application.
Okay.
It was not there in the 1.0. We have like recently added this feature in the 2.0 only. So, the meaning like when you can set up of your login details to access the app securely, okay, without needing to create a separate password to PRASHAST 2.0. So, let's say you have created your account on a Meri Pehchaan. So, you can access 2.0 as well as the other application where the Meri Pehchaan is implemented. Like in the Diksha, you can also log in with the Meri Pehchaan. So, you do not need to register yourself again and again.
Okay. Now, sir, we at times receive questions that my date of birth is being shown incorrectly, my number is showing as invalid, I'm unable to log in, I can't even select my role. So, what are the resolution for the same? Is the data they have entered incorrect, or the data from the place where it's being fetched has some problems?
Right, right. So, basically Meri Pehchaan is work on basis of your Aadhaar details. Okay. So, like whatever the other details you have there in your Aadhaar, you have registered in your DigiLocker. So, Meri Pehchaan is the fetching data from the DigiLocker. So, let's say you have added your name or DOB incorrect in your Aadhaar number, then this data come from the Meri Pehchaan only.
Okay.
So, for updating any detail on a Meri Pehchaan, you have to go to Meri Pehchaan, edit your details, or you can go to your nearby Aadhaar center. You can update your name, DOB, and other relevant detail in your Aadhaar.
Right. Ma'am, would you like to add something to it? Because I'm sure that since a lot of stakeholders are using Meri Pehchaan, and they are facing issues like special educators, at time date of birth is being shown incorrectly, then I've got this question also, that I have registered and directly I've been assigned the role of a teacher, and some is saying that my information has been fetched wrongly and I can't even edit it while logging in through Meri Pehchaan.
So there are features available, and in terms of Meri Pehchaan, I'll just address here first. We want to verification from all the stakeholders' points of view. When we said about the principal, teacher and special educator, so spatial entry we have allotted over there, so that whatever the client is going to come over there, that should be addressed properly and verified data should be there. So there are in certain, I can say that certain areas we found certain problems in terms of mobile, in terms of the mobile attached with the various Aadhars. So there are process available and you can definitely solve out it. It is not difficult, but the thing is that you have to log into the Meri Pehchaan, and for that we are going to launch a certain video so that you can easily address these queries, and you have a immediate handholding support is available, and technical team is working on it. So it's a new, but it will definitely help us, all of us as a stakeholder, to get the verified data accordingly.
I'm sure by now that you have understood what Meri Pehchaan is all about and how these problems and issues can be tackled. Now, ma'am, before we go to the demonstrations, I want to understand the special educator's role here. It's also very important, especially the screening part, which is part 1 is done by the teacher and second one is done by the special educator. So, I want you to kindly explain the importance and relevance of it, and then probably we can move on to the demonstrations.
So, for our viewers, we want to clear here that there is a screening, this is a screening tool. So we just do a screening here first. First part of screening, 63 statements addressed by the teacher in the classroom. He or she will observe closely and do a screening for the students. If there is no such type of behavior will identify or condition was observed in the child, then auto close feature is available in this system. So for example, if you have done a screening, there is no such symptom was identified, auto close means the students will not go for the part 2. If the students will go to the part 2, it means there are certain behavior which was observed, and now the screening part 2 will come to the special educator. Now the special educator will see the continuous observation according to the allotted system in a part 2, deep down in the system, and early screening will be, early identification in terms of screening can be possible after a screening part 2 only. So this is the most important thing, part 1 and part 2, and this screening is only available once the principal will give you an approval. So first teacher will complete part 1, then after approval will be given by this principal to the part 2 to the special educator. So very important thing is that first part and second part is aligned to each other. Auto close system is also available, so teacher should be very careful as well as try to understand the each and every statement what it represents over there. Yeah,
you're right. And we are receiving a lot of good mornings in our YouTube handle. Please do not mark your attendance and ask relevant questions, because this is the last session in this journey, and if you will miss out on something, you will not be able to get the correct information, and that is why these special sessions are specialized and customized for your requirements. So please ask the relevant questions and do mention whether you are a head teacher or a special educator. Now ma'am, let's go with the workflow and the demonstration part also, because I think yesterday also we received a lot of queries. So can I request my technical team to kindly go ahead with the workflow, and let's start with the head teacher. And sir, simultaneously I would like you to please answer what all new things have been included as far as workflow is concerned, and these demonstrations that we are going to witness just now.
Yeah, sure. So there is one important point which I want to highlight it with you, a notification. Okay. A notification is play very critical role here in this, because like whatever the workflow we have for the head teacher and special educator will be identified by the notification.
All right.
Let's say head teacher will assign a screening to the teacher. Okay. So there one notification will come to the teacher. Teacher will get to know like which class assigned by the head teacher for the screening.
Right.
Okay. The same behavior will work for the special educator also.
Oh, okay.
So I will request to the teacher and head teacher and special educator, guys, please check your notification. Okay, for your updates in the PRASHAST 2.0.
That's very important, yes. And we can see that something, a visual has appeared on our screen. I think this is the first page, the login page, and I request the technical team to kindly zoom in it a bit so that our audiences
I can add one more thing for the notification points of view, because the teachers and principals and special educators working over there, if in your class or in your school there is a pending in terms of the screening activity, immediate notification you will get after some time period. The scheduling is also there. It's a one type of gentle reminder, but it will helpful to you to understand that where you are stuck and where you have to put a further efforts over there.
Because generally also we receive queries from teachers that I have not been verified, my account has not been verified, and same is the case with special educators.
Correct.
So I think notifications help you in this regard, what to approve and what to reject, and how to complete the unfinished tasks.
Sure.
Yes.
Right,
Now
yes.
we can go ahead with the demonstration part, and yes.
Okay, so once our application is open, this is the first screen which user will see. This is the welcome screen, and user can see certain welcome information. When we click on get started, we have three options over here: view FAQ, view ebook, and login with Meri Pehchaan. In the view FAQ, user can see the frequently asked questions and answers. They can clear out their queries over here as well, or they can go to the view ebook. In ebook also steps are mentioned about the screening process. They can view over here. Then third option about this is login with Meri Pehchaan. The login flow is similar for all the three roles: head teacher, teacher, and special educator. When we click on login through Meri Pehchaan, we get certain options to login. We can login either with Aadhaar, PAN, driving license, Upper ID, or we can login with username, or we can login with mobile number. There are multiple options over here. Right now I will login with my mobile number.
And see, we have a user manual, we have a frequently asked question option there as well. I think this is very important and will come handy, right?
Yes, once I enter my mobile number, I will select pinless authentication and I consent to use term and use. Then I click on sign in. Once I click on sign in, an OTP will be received on my mobile number and email. So I will just enter this.
So as you can see, like while demo, they have entered their mobile number.
Yes.
So I request to my viewers, they can enter the mobile number which are registered with the Aadhaar number.
Right, that's
This is very important.
So once I enter the OTP and it is verified, I will land on select your role screen. Here I can select my role as a head teacher. I will enter the school UDICE code and I will enter the email.
And one point I want to highlight here, an UID's code is the unique code for the particular school which you want to enroll yourself as a teacher, head teacher, or special educator.
right.
So once I enter all the details, I will click on continue. I will see all the information which is fetched from the Meri Pehchaan, my date of birth, name, gender, and mobile number. Once I click on submit, I will see a pop-up that you have successfully completed your profile and welcome to the personal dashboard. I will also receive a SMS that you have successfully registered as a head teacher on the PRASHAST. Then once I click on my home screen, I can see overview at the top where a head teacher can see the overall total students in his school, total students which are screened by in part 1 by the teachers. Then there is auto close and close by special educator. Auto close are those which a teacher select no disability in a student, where teacher has not observed any disability behavior. And close by special educator are those means special educator has completed the part 2 screening. Below we can see the to-do list. Here we have three options: manage teacher, manage special educator, and assign screening. In manage teacher, we can manage the teacher, means we can see the pending request from the teacher which I can either accept or reject. Same for the special educator. In the assign screening, we can assign the part 1 screening and part 2 screening. And below we have the view reports.
Okay.
In the profile section, we have other information related to personal information and school information. And here we have a process account number. This process account number is unique for each user. So I will go to the manage teacher, and as I was saying,
So,
there are three
Harpreet,
types
I
pending,
want to
accepted,
highlight-
and
Yeah,
rejected.
sir, yeah, please, yeah.
So we want to highlight here, because if you see the role of the principal over there, a particular dashboard is available, and you can see that manage teacher, assign screening. This is very important tool for the leading position as a principal over there. You have a total control we are given here to you. So you can clearly understand where is your school children's screening is going on, what type of efforts you need, and almost every command with you. You are going to verify, you are going to approve, you are going to reject. So the total control for the principal is here given to you. So your role is very important. Not only that, dashboard is available to you. So being a principal, you can see that where the school dashboard is look like, and how many students are auto closed, what type of next part of is going on with the which type of which students are going to the second part. So overall picture is available to the principal. So this is a very important, and I can say that for the PRASHAST 2.0 it's a very important feature for the principal points of view. Yeah.
Right, and we have received a few questions. Let me take them. One is asking how to open PRASHAST app. I hope that by now you have learned. Well, you can download it from Google Play Store. It's also available for the iPhone. And secondly, there's a question that how to remove the user who has already used school email ID, especially the headmaster, but has left the school already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for that, madam, let's say any teacher had transferred or left from the school.
Yeah.
So head teacher has the rights to remove the teacher from the particular school.
Okay. And what, sir, what will happen if this headmaster has been transferred, but he, the school ID or the login is still in his name?
Okay. So for that, let's say any head teacher had transferred from the particular school, new head teacher will be login as a teacher first. Then he can go to the profile and he can change his role as a head teacher for the particular school adding his UID code. So once he send a request to the current head teacher who is in a teacher particular school, then this head teacher will approve the request of the new head teacher. So once this approved by the head teacher, then this new head teacher will be enrolled into the particular school, or the old head teacher was released from this particular school.
Now we have,
the workflow.
Yeah, so I want to highlight here, Harpreet, very important thing is that teachers are generally confused, or as a head teacher you are going to join, and once you join as a head teacher you feel that somebody has allotted over there. So simple process, Ranjit has said that you have to log in as a teacher, and previously because this school has a head teacher is assigned over there. So once you log in as a teacher, your approval goes to that previous head teacher, and now that head teacher will assign to you. So immediately your role will be changed. Once you have changed your role, you can work as a principal over there. Right. So the process is simple over there. Yeah.
Okay, and we have another question, and the viewer is asking: we are facing problems in login. App is not accepting phone number, Aadhaar number, PAN number. What to do?
Okay. So
is it possible, sir? At the first place, I want to ask you.
No. If you try with your mobile number, which is associated with your Aadhaar number, it should work. Or if you try with your Aadhaar number, driving license, APAR ID, it will work in this app. If you are facing any problem, I request you please
connect with us.
Yeah, connect with us, or you can close it your app, then reopen it, and then again try it. Might be user having some issue with the internet.
Right, maybe.
Okay, so they can retry.
Please connect with us. You can write an email to us, watch this session very clearly, try other options. And now one more important question before we go ahead with the demonstration. The person is saying, I am a special educator at KV. The principal sir is unable to log in through Meri Pehchaan due to existing account of his daughter, who is a student logged in by principal's mobile number. How can we log in?
Yeah. So for that they have to change their detail in the Meri Pehchaan. Okay. Let's say what happened mostly in a family, like who has given the mobile number, okay, in a family. So same mobile number is registered with the different people in the family.
Yes.
So that's the reason the people are getting detail from the family members.
Okay.
So I request they can update their Aadhaar number, or they can update their detail in Meri Pehchaan. Then obviously the correct data will come into the PRASHAST 2.0.
Right. Now, sir, let's move on with the demonstration, sir. Please continue. Yeah.
Okay. So once I click on the manage teacher, I can see the pending, accept and rejected. Now there are two ways to add a teacher. Either, as I previously mentioned, in the profile screen there is a PRASHAST account number which is unique to the user. A teacher can share a PRASHAST account number with me. I can click on add teacher, add their PRASHAST account number, submit their details to fetch, and next step is the OTP. After OTP, the teacher will be added. And the second step is a teacher sends a request to me. So I will request Devesh to demonstrate as a teacher and send a request to me.
So Harpreet, there is two ways to add a teacher. Okay, head teacher itself can add any teacher in the school.
Okay.
Or if any teacher want to add a teacher in the school, he can also send a request to the head teacher.
Right.
So once the head teacher will approve this request, he will be onboarded into the particular school.
Okay.
So as we can see, Nikhil has already logged in. So the login process will be same as Nikhil already mentioned. So I have selected the role. Once I select the role UID ID, I will submit it. The information will be provided from Meri Pehchaan, and I will be landed to the dashboard screen of the teacher. So once you can see the dashboard of the screen, you won't find any feature available here. So once you click on add school, so basically you are not yet connected to any school. So by clicking on the add school, the request will be sent to the head teacher, who is Nikhil Patil. So the request will be sent to your add school request is pending. So request is being sent to Nikhil. So hand it over to Nikhil.
Now, before you continue with the process, another question has come up. The person is asking, we have to remove old version or for PRASHAST app and install the new one. Please clarify.
Yes, yes. Like if you have old app installed in your application, so you will get the update to the new app. So once you click in this update button, you will be download the latest app. Or if still you are facing any problem, then I will request you can uninstall your previous app. Then you can go to the Play Store, search PRASHAST app, and then you can download the new app.
Okay, and there is a question from the headmaster is asking, I have a student who has thalassemia. How to go about it? I'm sure you can watch this in the demonstration, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Sir, please continue with the demonstration part.
Okay. So as you can see, when the teacher sends the request, I can see one notification here, and I click on notification. Here I can see Devesh Chauhan sends a request. Here I can see all over the details. I can either accept or reject from here, or as I previously mentioned, I can go to the manage teacher. In the pending tab, I can see the Devesh request. On clicking of it, here I can see more details about it. So I will accept the request now.
Okay.
Here I see the confirmation pop up. Once I click on the accept, here I can see that I have a Devesh Kishore Chauhan here as well. So I will now assign one screening to Devesh. Here for assigning the screening, you should go to the assign screening. Here you can above see the assign screening part 1 and part 2. For teacher, we will assign screening part 1. So I'll assign screening part 1. I will select a class 1, section A. The academic year is auto pre-filled for the latest year 25-26. I will assign the teacher to Devesh. I will select the start date and end date. Once I select 8 as a start date, the due date is auto-filled from 30 days, but user can edit it as well. So once I click on submit, class 1 section A screening has been assigned to Devesh. Now Devesh will show you the screening part 1. Over to you, Devesh.
Yes.
Okay.
So now you can see once Nikhil as a head teacher accepted my request, so the dashboard along with overview, student assigned for part 1 completed screening, everything will be displayed in this dashboard. So now the screening has been assigned to me, so I will click on start screening part 1. So once I click on start screening part 1, so I can see class 1 section A is allotted to me. Currently there is a 0 students. So you can see the list is 0. So we have came up with a feature called as add student. So in add student we have 3 options to upload the student details. One is individual one. So I will show you one by one. So this is the individual student. I can type the user name, student name, some unique student ID, registration ID you can say. Then there is a UDIS code. You can enter APAR ID, which is not mandatory. Whatever the red star mark is there, are the mandatory fields. Then the academic year, class, section. So this class in the section is not editable. Academic year is also not editable. You can select date of birth of that particular student, and then the gender for that particular student, and then there is father name, mother name, guardian name, email ID, mobile number, and the family economic conditions you can also mention. So once I click on submit, the student will be added successfully. You can see the student count changed to 1. So now I have 1 student added. Similarly, we have another option called as group upload. So basically, why we have added this group upload is the reason one is adding the individual student at a time is very difficult to have a 200, 300 student. If we wanted to upload, it's very difficult to add manually one by one. So we have came up with this feature called as upload, a group upload, where you create one CSV. You can also download your CSV from this download file for file template. So once you download it, you will find a formatted download Excel sheet will be downloaded into your mobile application. You can enter the details of the student, and then after entering the detail, you can upload. So I have already created one sample data. So once I upload this, so you can see I have created one record called as Rohit, and after that other 4 records is being coming up from the Excel sheet. So now I will start assigning. So for the first, so you can see the the screening has not started for any of the students. So you can see the status for all the students says that not started. So screening is not started yet. So you can see screening part 1 not started yet. So in this we have 2 more options to work. That is, if a student name is Karan and I wanted to update the name, or there is a spelling mistake or something is that, like we wanted to change the name, so we can add anything. If we wanted to change any ID for a particular student, so we can change it, and we can edit the profile, and then we can again save and submit. So once we click on save and submit, the profile will be updated. You can see the registration ID what I have changed is updated. The other option is we can remove the particular student. If in case I wanted to remove this student, so I can click on remove student and click on yes. So once I click on the yes, the current student name Karan is being removed now. So I will start with the screening now. So once we wanted to start the screening, we can click on start screening part 1. After clicking on start screening part 1, you can see the list of disability we can see. So teacher can select any of the disabilities, whatever they have found out the disability the particular student, and then you can save or save and submit. So what is the difference between save and submit is, in save, if in case you don't wanted to submit right now, you are not confident about anything, whatever the checkbox you have done, so you can just save your work. So whatever you have found out, you can check and save it. So once you save this, it won't be submitted totally, but it will be saying that the work is ongoing, screening part 1 is ongoing, but it's not completely submitted. So if you wanted to again complete your work, you can come again and see the selected checkbox you already worked on. You wanted to update it, you can update it. And then once you are sure that this is the complete task is completed, so you can save and submit. So once you click on save and submit, the pop-up will appear saying that once screening part 1 is submitted, you are no longer be able to add or edit. So once you are submitting the particular student's screening part 1, you are not able to edit anything from that particular student. So once you click on yes student, you can see the screening part 1 submitted successfully. So once you see that screening part 1 is submitted, then you wanted to see what is the history, whatever you have work done for the particular student, you can see from the view history. So you can see the student name, student information will be provided, and you will see the screening part 1 history will be provided, saying that the class, section name, screening part 1 date, and the part 1 screening done by who, what is the teacher name. And you can see whatever you have checked box selected the disability, it all will be appeared here, but there is no way to edit or something. It's just a view part to check.
I think this is the answer to the question. What will happen if a student has thalassemia, what to do? I think that's what you can do, right?
Yes,
we want to highlight one point here, because here the teacher are going to screen the students with the 63 statements. Okay, so your role is very important here, and observations by doing children as a teacher, and because you are continuously dealing with the children, and once you are doing this 63 statement screening, you understand that how important it is. We want to highlight here, this is a screening tool. So we just want to screen our children. We are not labeling here anything. We are not putting that this is a conditioning over particular for the children. So we are just screening. We have to understand as a teacher here. So there are certain start behavior will go to the second part, and the special educator will see in detail, deep down, and further here also a screening is only done. So we consider this screening tool, it is not considered as a labeling points of view. So we need to be, as an educator and as a teacher, we need to be very clear that what we are observing among our children. Yeah.
Right.
One point I want to add here on top of Hemlatta. So like as a teacher, you have to very carefully while submitting or screening part 1, because once you finally submitted this screening part 1, it will not be edited or deleted. Going forward.
Okay. We have received 2 questions, they kind of related only. We're trying to log in, but we are unable to do the same. Also, whether principal and headmaster needs separate logins. Principal and the headmaster, they need separate logins, because in one school there is a headmaster also and there is a principal also at times.
So currently we have a role as a headmaster, but the same thing which you have observed from the field points of view. Kindly share your requirement. We have our email ID over there, we look after in that, no issues.
And one question is related to the same only, what will happen if the headmaster has been transferred and new headmaster is unable to log in, and can we edit the head teacher's profile there. I think we've already seen that in demonstration,
He
right?
said that we have to first log in as a teacher and apply for the role change, and the role change confirmation goes to the previous headmaster. So he or she will approve you and you will be a headmaster over there.
And there's another question, so please repeat how to remove retired headmaster and transferred headmaster. Just now answered, I think. Okay, let's continue with the demonstration, please.
For the
Yeah.
removing a teacher, head
Yeah.
teacher has the rights to remove any teacher or
Okay.
special educator from there.
All right, okay, fine.
So I have done the screening for student 1. So we have another feature if we wanted to remove few students at a time. So already shown you removing the student single, like a student Pooja is there, we can remove a particular student, or if we wanted to remove multiple students at a time, then we can click on multiple select. We have given option as a multiple select, so you can select any one student and remove selected, and once you click on this selected, the student will be removed. Now you can see the two student has been created, Rahul and Rohit. So now you can see when you start on this screening. So I will create one more, perform one more screening for a particular student.
Okay, there's another question. Let me take it very quickly because we do not have enough time. The person's asking, I have added my CRR number and I got the message as verified and added, but still it's not displaying against the CRR number.
Okay, so if they are facing any issue while registering a CR number, so there is another option and a profile.
Okay.
So they go to the profile and they can edit their CR number in the profile section.
There's another question. In our school, we want to log in using the email ID, but we are not getting OTP. What to do? Is it possible, sir?
Might be if the email ID which they are trying to log in, it is not registered with the mobile, the Aadhaar number,
Okay.
which are there in the DigiLocker.
And I request to the viewers here, if such type of pinpointed queries you are observing, you can reach out to our number and email ID. We will definitely address your queries over there also.
Yes, we have our email ID right there in front of you, prashast.helpdesk@ceit.nic.in. Since we do not enough time left in this session, we request you kindly address your queries to this email ID. Yes, sir, please go ahead with the demonstration.
Yeah, so you can see I have completed all the screening for all the students which I have already listed. So you can see there is one more button will be appear. Once you complete all the screening for all the students, one button will appear to generate the report. Once you click on generate report, you can see once the report is generated, you are not able to add or edit any student or screening data. So once I click on yes generate, so the Excel sheet will be downloaded.
So like here, Harpreet, we have the report section also.
Okay.
Like whatever the screening is completed by teacher or the special educator, they can also download their reports.
All right.
Okay, so in the reports we have the all information, like whatever the kind of disability they have marked for the particular student details are there, class section are there.
And this is the data which is fed in the previous PRASHAST tab is clearly visible in the PRASHAST 2.0 also?
Yes, yes, all the data are migrated from the backend and it will be appear for.
And if
all
you
the
are
kids.
facing any difficulty in terms of data migration, then please reach out to us so that our team can help you on that ground. Yeah.
Right. Yes, sir. Please continue.
So once you click on generate report, the pop-up will appear saying that report has been generated successfully onto your device. So you can check it on your download folder from the file manager. You will find one Excel sheet will be downloaded as your report. So you can see this file. Currently, I won't be able to open it because it required a specific tool. So once you click on generate, it will be generated and your submission will be there. Then after this, you won't be able to add any student on this particular class once the report is being created. So now hand it over to for screening part 2. I will ask Siley to perform a special educator.
Okay, so now I will request to the special educator who has joined this section, please watch this special educator walkthrough very carefully.
Yeah.
Ranjit, in between I want to ask that teacher is asking in terms of the uploading the profile of the students in terms of Excel file is only available, or is there any other mode is also possible for application?
Yeah, for the adding a student, we have 3 options. First, as you show in the demonstration, teacher can add the individual student, and we have the bulk upload. We have the CSV file where they can add all the student related to particular class or section, and we can add a student in bulk upload. Okay.
So
and the third option we have here the previous year. Let's say I was the class teacher of the section A of the class 3rd, and I want to upload my existing users, so I can go to the option 3rd and I can use the previous year data and I can import it from this next year data, the current year.
Right.
So there are 3 options to add a student into the particular class or section.
Great.
Okay. So let's start with the demo.
Yes, now I select role as a special educator. When I select role as a special educator, there are 3 options, 3 radio buttons are showing that we can choose as a CRR ID, a UDI code or the Diksha ID. So currently I choose as a Diksha ID. You can add your Diksha ID anything. Then I will continue. Same this information is came from the Meri Pehchaan login. Then I continue. Here success pop-up is showing. Here as I am not associated with any school, so I am showing as a add school. Here my basic information is showing. When I click on a add school, here when I associated with multiple school, then the list of school it is showing here. And now I am not currently associated with any school, so it is empty. Now I can add same UDIS ID as we previously used. So this when I use as a school UDIS ID, the school information is appear here. When I accept the condition, when I submit, the request is sent to the head teacher. Nikhil, over to you.
So here head teacher is playing very critical role.
Yeah.
Like whatever the teacher or special educator added by the head teacher will go to the notification. Okay. Let's say the head teacher, the special educator send a request for the approval.
Okay.
So once the head teacher will approve it, then only the special educator will be onboarded into the particular school.
Right. And then we also received this one common question that there is only one teacher school. He has to perform the role of a headmaster, teacher, special educator. What to do in such cases?
So we have a special address this queries. We have a single teacher login for that way. I think Ranjeet will explain to you very well.
Yeah. So for that, let's say I have login as a head teacher. I want to become a teacher also for this school.
Right.
So I have to go to the add teacher screen, and I have add my school ID and my PRASHAST account number.
Right.
Okay. So I can also add me as a teacher also. The similar way we can add the special educator.
Special educator also.
Yeah.
And now I would like to request my technical team who has joined us online that we are left with very little time. So I request you to kindly expedite the demonstration, please. Thank you.
Sure. So accepting request is similar for teacher and special educator. As you can see, I have received one notification. Similar as for teacher, I can accept from here as well, or I can go to the manage special educator section. In the pending section, I can see the request and in the detail over here. It's a similar step for teacher and special educator. I have accepted the request. Now you can see the special educator in my accepted section. I can go to the assigning screening. And above I can click on part 2 and assign the screening to my special educator. I will select the special educator, start date, end date, and select class. Now for the class, only those classes which part 1 has been completed can be assigned for the part 2. I will click class 1 and submit. The part 2 screening has been assigned. And in the overview section you can see that teacher had added 3 schools and performed the screening of 3 schools. So overall here head teacher can observe all the details. Now over to you, Saili, for part 2 screening.
Sure.
So there is one important point which I want to highlight it here. So let's say the screening 1 is completed, okay, and then it will go to the head teacher. Head teacher will assign to the special educator.
Right.
Then only special educator will see in their dashboard. Sometime special educator will confuse. I haven't received any school data, class name, any student name. So because of that, once you head teacher will assign to you, then only will see the data in your screening part 2.
Okay. Yes. Let's watch for part 2 quickly.
Yes, once a head teacher approve your request, the status is changed to the verified. And here in the notification, I receive one notification that screening part 2 is assigned to me. Here, who sent me the screening part 2, head teacher information is showing here. Once I accept screening part 2, here I can see the which class is assigned for me and the total student count, total student. Here I start a screening for the part 2. Start screening part 2. Here I see the screening part 1 history. which a teacher has completed. Now for continue for screening part 2, here there are multiple disabilities. So here I can select anyone. Then for proceed, here some questions are appear. You can select. Here observation tab also, you can add your observations.
Okay.
In this question also there is one important point here also, like once you select all answer of the questions, then only you will able to submit this.
Right. And sir, is it all about the demonstration? Because we have to wind up the session here. We do not have any time left now. So
Yes.
is there something important in this demonstration? Or we can close?
I think we covered almost every
Yeah.
part of the story, so we can close it, no issues. Just
Okay.
nutshell, I'll say that
Yeah.
we have a further role expansion for this application.
Okay.
So whatever the principal, teacher and the special educator role is available, we have planned for the block, district and cluster coordinators.
That's lovely. And because we do not have enough time left, I hope that all your queries have been sorted, and if anything has been left, please write an email to us, and we'll be presenting videos also. We'll be making videos on the demonstrations and everything so that your doubts get clear. Now very quickly, let me thank all my experts who joined us. Hemlatta ma'am, Ranjeet sir, thank you so much for your time
Thank
and
you.
contribution.
Thank
I would also like to thank all the team members of my technical team who has joined us online. And lastly, both my ISL interpreters, Ms. Naina and Ms. Bhumi, thank you so much for your contribution to the session. So dear viewers, this entire journey has come to an end for the moment, of course, for this week, where we talked about PRASHAST app. It was online orientation on PRASHAST app new version 2.0. We also would like to thank all the participant states who joined us during this week and asked relevant questions. Thank you so much. And now finally giving it a closure, let me move forward with some more information. And very quickly, let me tell you about the textbooks. They're available on Amazon, Flipkart and NCERT website. Please go and purchase from there, and take a quick look at the schedule. In a short while from now, you can watch our session on teaching learning interventions for inclusive classrooms, where we will be talking about social sciences, and at 12:30 you can watch a special session of ours on tree plantation and water conservation. Rest of the programs are right there in front of you. Please watch them and participate them. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, taking leave of you. Namaskar.